All right. Everybody got her keyed up there? Excellent. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now everything looked like it was going real smooth till we hit the last tune. And then everybody that had trouble did pick up and jump back in the skipping rope again. So that's really good. But perhaps we should take that last tune and go a little slower, right? Just work it out a little bit more. Now, is there any issues that people want to go over before we start running Kieran Tourist nice and slow? Anything at all that's weird or uncomfortable?
Dan, could you go over the road map of how it goes? I'm getting lost someplace.
Oh, man. Yes, it's a confusing tune. Let's see here. Let's get out Jerry's book. Let's see here.
Yeah, I must say I'd forgotten about the complication at the end of the B part.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a complication.
Okay. So you go through all the way through. So you go to the first ending. So
Okay.
the one there above.
Oh, wait. That's the next reel.
On the second line, last measure.
Okay. Second line, last measure. Yeah. So that's the first ending, right? The little bit that comes after that is number one.
The little bit. Oh, that's number one. Okay.
Wait, hold on. No, that's the first. Yeah, this is very confusing. I'm going to have to get after Paul Cranford, because this is a very confusing layout of a tune. Okay, here's how you do it. So we start off at the top. We do the A part.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it repeats on its own. That's great. So the first time you play A, and then just keep going. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then you get to the repeat. Okay. And you go back to the repeat sign. And you see it says here variation to B1.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a variation. It's what you can play. So here, let me show you. Here, I'm going to play it. This is the best way to do it there, guys. Everybody's got the same music. I'm going to play it start to finish, and I want you guys to follow along. Okay? Follow along your music so you can see what my roadmap is. So we got the A part. Yeah, and then you're supposed to repeat it. He hasn't got a repeat in there.
No.
Let me look at the other, because I actually happen to have both of Jerry's yellow book, the first edition and the second edition. I'm going to look in the first edition and see what it looks like.
There's a repeat on the piece of the music I have from you.
No,
Okay.
I've got a repeat.
Okay, that could be from this book then. Let's see.
One I have doesn't have a repeat.
Okay. Yeah, there's no repeat in this book that I got. Everybody that I know repeats it.
But you've got a first and second ending. Have you got a first
No.
and second ending in that book?
No, not for the A part.
Oh.
Now hold on here. Kieran Tourist 30,
And
page
they're
30.
identical except the second one is a quarter note instead of a half note.
Ah, yeah, this is so the first edition is actually much better. I think, didn't we discover this before? Somehow I feel like we discovered this before. So the first edition is much better. Let me just play through it. And then a repeat sign. Yeah, so that's good. And then... Okay, so it's still a bit confusing, but it is a little bit better laid out. So I'm going to take a picture of it now and post it on the chat, okay? It is much better
The way
laid out.
I see it is that the last bar in that one variation of the B replaces the first bar in the B bar.
That's correct.
And there's one note difference.
Yes, that's why I wonder about if it was worth it to do that.
A C instead of an E.
Okay, now I'm just gonna. Okay, now I have it. My God, it's amazing. And that's the one. So I'm going to post this on the chat now so everybody can have it and look at it. And then I'm going to play it and you can follow along very carefully. So pull up the chat window, file from my computer. Here it is. Okay, and it's there now. Okay, so everybody should be able to access that. This is the first edition of Jerry's book that does not have chords written in. I don't know why I have two versions of Jerry's book, but I do. I have both of them. So this is the earlier version. It's much better laid out.
What color is the cover?
It's still yellow. Look, I'll show you the two of them. So here's the old one, and here's the new one. And it's kind of funny because it says expanded and revised. Because this one is actually not even the old one. The old one is actually a coil-bound purple book that he put out a long time ago. So this would have been the reprise of that book, and then this edition came out later. This one here. See that? So they look identical. But the one big difference is that this book has no chords written in. See that? And this one does have the chords painstakingly written in. Okay?
What page is it on? What page is that?
It depends on which book you have. In this, the new book, page 38, the one with the chords. On the old book, page 30, without the chords. But I've just posted it on the chat window as well, so you can just look at it there.
My computer won't allow me to open it. It says it's a harmful file for my computer. So
Harmful
it's okay.
file. Jerry Holland was quite he was harmful to himself.
It doesn't look like a recognizable file type.
Okay, hold on now. Oh my God.
I'm having trouble opening it too.
Okay, hold on.
The extension is something strange, HEIC or something.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it as a PDF now. I'm getting so savvy, guys, with the computer. Like, I could be Steve Jobs over here. Okay,
Dan,
this is it.
where do we access the chat? Is it through the Zoom call?
It's on the Zoom call. On the Zoom call. Okay. and-
Hover your mouse near the bottom and you'll see chat.
Well, I see the word chat, but nothing is coming up.
But in a minute, wait.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now
Click on it, it should open.
Yeah, but Dan hasn't put the PDF
I'm putting
on it.
I'm putting the PDF on there now.
Okay.
Where is it now? Where is it? Where did it go? That's not it. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Terrible with this thing. Ooh, Cliffs of Moher. That's a great tune. Okay, reasons. Is this in? Where is it anyway? That's it, but where's the PDF version? Maybe it's on desktop. Oh, here it is. Okay, Image 0130. Perfect, great name. Image. Okay, there. One PDF coming up on the chat window of Kieran Torish. Of a much better laid out version. Okay, so now, whoever said that about that bit replacing the bit of the first part there, that's right. That is exactly what's going on. So the part that has the dotted line over it gets replaced with there to B1. Okay, that you see there near the end of the B part. Now I'm going to play it nice and easy, not too slow, not too fast, and I want you guys to follow along that music, all right? So you can get my roadmap. So. Okay, everybody get that straight now? Okay, good. So let's slow her right down and go through it a good 3 times. Okay, really, really get this tune solidly in our heads. Crazy roadmap. Any questions before we do that?
Not everybody's muted, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to mute everybody now.
So you play part B twice, but the ending is different for the second part. Is that right?
The ending is slightly different. There is a first ending and second ending there. The first ending includes the variation that you use to get back into the B part. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, go back to, okay. When you go
Yeah.
back to B2, you go back to the variation.
Yeah. You play the variation and then you pick up again where it has the double bar and the repeat.
Okay. Right.
Okay, yeah, good.
Got it.
Okay, excellent. It's confusing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to grind away at it until there's nothing left. Muting everybody. Here we go. Nice and easy there, guys. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, now that looked like it went much better. How's everybody feeling about it now? Better? Good. Much easier to read.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, one thing I noticed as we were playing that, somebody mentioned that there was only one note different from the variation and from the melody. It's not quite true. The pickups are also different, and I think that's why Paul put it in like that. So when you do the variation, you come down from E to the C, whereas when you go into the B part, you play C, D, E. So you scale up instead of scaling down. See that? And another thing that might make it easier to think about is this thing here that says B1 with the little pickup notes before it there. You only play that once for the whole tune. Okay? Only once. That might also help. The basic difference is between the C and the E. That is true. And so even if you played an E instead of a C, it really wouldn't matter that much. It would sound like this. Lovely. No big deal. Okay? So just to keep that in mind. Yes, Peter?
Dan, on this tune, the triplet at the beginning of the 2A parts is best on a down bow and then a slur up. So that means at the end of the first ending, when you're ending on that half note on a down bill, you add in an E up bow there? You add in a
pickup?
E?
Yeah. I was trying to think of what I normally do. I didn't want to add a pickup when we were rehearsing because it confuses people when I play notes that are not in the music. But I would normally put a pickup in there for sure. Now let me see what I usually do. Nice scale up to it is lovely there, Peter. Okay, that you could do it each time, yeah. Okay, and also that triplet there really is an ornament. Like, I've played this tune with lots of people, and most people that I know play it like this. Just with a long note, and it works just great. With the triplet is nice, and with the long note is nice too. See that? Just lovely. Both ways are really nice. And also, it adds to it because if we were all together, then one would complement the other. And I always love that. I love that type of thing. Okay? Any other bits or pieces or questions before we speed it up a little bit? No? Excellent. Very good. I'm going to take a swig of water. We're going to push her a little bit, go a little faster. All right? Come what may. Just think about Dougie down there in the hard rock mines drilling into the rock for 12 hours at a time. That was hard. This is easy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... Now that looked like it went pretty good. Everybody able to keep up there? Looked like it, sorta, kinda. That's good. Okay, cool. So now, if there's no more questions about Kieran Torish, maybe we'll try our set once more. Just make sure the whole set, because we can now play. So that's both the reels kind of up a little bit in tempo. So I think it's worth trying the whole set. All right. So we'll play that once more, and then we'll tuck into our new set of jigs. Alrighty. I had a massage yesterday, and my lower back is considerably better since I had the massage. Thank God Almighty. Okay, here we go. One, two, three. right. Well, that looked moderately successful, I have to say. I mean, I only have looks to go by, but, you know, it wasn't the worst looking thing I ever saw. That's for sure. Now, I saw a little bit of struggling because I realized that Kieran Torres, we got going there, it was faster than we had tried it so far tonight. I realized that. But I think it was good for people to challenge.
Was it my imagination, or did you only play Homeward Bound once?
You sure changed us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Sorry about that, guys. It is a nice tune. I got reminded of the whole set today because there's this fiddle player in Scotland, Mackenzie. I can't remember his first name now, but there was a Facebook post of him playing, and he was playing Homeward Bound, which I thought was pretty cool. Slightly different than the way we played in Cape Breton. But anyway, sorry about that. But more importantly, how was Kieran Torres? Were people able to kind of trudge through, even though I know it was a little bit faster? Was it workable?
I was halfway behind you because I was still going into Homeward Bound second time, but once I got onto it, I was good.
Okay, right on. All right. Anybody else having any good experiences with Kieran Torres? Okay, cool. So we'll come back to it, you know. Remind me next week, we'll work on it again. We'll get that tune up and nice. Now, it occurs to me, though, that maybe we should add a finisher to this set because the Kieran Torres is beautiful. Beautiful tune. I just love it. And I like how it ends. But it'd be nice to end on something a little bit more familiar. Eh? What do you think? So I'll try to think of a tune. And if anybody has anything that springs to their head right away, please tell me. But I'll try to think of a tune that's a really good finisher. And maybe we can change keys. We can go to say, let me see now. We could go into... because this is all major. The whole set's major. Maybe we should go into a B minor tune afterwards, eh? Somebody doesn't like B minor? B minor's beautiful. It's the relative major of D. It's sad D. Anyway, I have a lot of great B minor tunes. And these are Cape Breton tunes as well. There's this one that I love. It's a Jerry tune. Great tune. Love that tune. It's called Joey Beaton's. Anybody that it's in the book too. I can't remember which book, but beautiful tune. Or we could just go with something a little bit more familiar, like I said. Maybe the old Sleepy Maggie. I think that would be the winner. I saw a few more heads nodding when I was playing that one. So maybe we'll take a look at that to finish off the set. It's certainly a great finisher of a tune. But okay, so let's put that stuff behind us now and we'll get on to our new jigs. So let's see. So we got the first jig there is the Miss Mcgregor, and it's in A major. And then we go into A minor with the, what do you call it there, the drum and castle. And then we go to D with the Lord Dreghorns, okay? And I kind of think we should do this set backwards because we just finished so much D that our hand, the left hand, is probably right in the mood to keep playing in the key of D right now. And it is a really great tune. So we'll start with Lord Dreghorns there tonight. I'm going to haul up the music so I don't confuse anybody.
How do I spell it again?
How do you spell Lord Dreghorns?
Yeah, is it Lord?
Yeah, Lord. And then Dreghorn is capital D-R-E-G-H-O-R-N.
Okay.
And it's actually called Lord Quickhorn's Quickstep. And the quick step is in reference to the march, because this is actually a march. In the book that I found it in, it said, quick step towards enemy. So, because it's a piping tune, I think.
And what's the third tune?
The third tune is Lord Dreghorn's. The first tune is called Miss Mcgregor's.
Okay.
M-A-C.
Okay.
Yeah. M-A-C.
Capital G or no?
Capital G, yep. Capital G-R-E-G-O-R. Miss Mcgregor's.
Okay. And then Drummond Castle and Lord, what's his name?
Lord Dreghorn, yep.
Thank you.
Quite, no problem. Thanks for keeping track. It's quite a handle, Lord Dreghorn. It's an unfortunate moniker, but anyway, what are you going to do? Okay. So first of all, I'm just going to play it a couple of times so you guys can get it ringing around your head, all right? It's a beautiful tune, and you might as well just sit back and enjoy it, as long as my bow doesn't squeak too much. Just going to minimize this a bit. I can still see everybody. How do you do this? There we go. That's great. I'm getting better at my new computer, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, so Lord Dreghorn. Got that idea? It's just a whole bunch of scales and arpeggios, really. No big deal. So, when you look at the first part, it's got some great licks here. It's kind of a repeated, like you see that there's a repetition there with the long D and then the scale that comes after. There's different things that you can do with that long D, you know. For the Scottish thing, you can do this. That's always fun to do. You do a cut on it. But then you got to do another one, eh? That's the thing. When you do a cut in a jig, you got to remember that a cut only takes a quarter note to go by, and so you need to add a note, another D. So it's actually 4 of them. Or you could slide into it like I do with the open D. See that? That's nice to do. Or you could do the F with it. That's what I do that sometimes too. Or what I do most of the time is a single cut. So I either come from the C or from the A. See that? Or you can go totally unorthodox, since we're in Toronto and it doesn't matter, and you could do a roll on it. Make it a little bit Irish, you know? And if you try to do a Scotchy roll, you just wait till the very last minute and explode it in there. Or sorry, not wait. You do it right off the top. See that? Much quicker and sharper than an Irish roll. And so you can kind of fool people that way. Okay, so that's the things that you can do with that long D, because there is 3 of them and it gets tiresome. You want to do something, you know? So you do something with that long D. And then we got a little scale up. And then a scale down from A. That's the first lick. Okay, a scale up and down. And then the second one, the scale starts from B this time. And then you go down to D and down we go. Okay, and then you do another long D. And this is a straight scale. I love this little lick here. Straight up D major scale. See that? With an added A there at the beginning. It's really nice. And then the ending is very simple. That's it. That's the A part. So why don't we separate those phrases there, guys? Let's do the first phrase that scales up and then scales right down. Okay? So we'll do a great big pickup note, and then we'll bring in that long D. Okay? Ready, slow. Is that going okay? That looked great. That looked excellent. Let's do it again. Ready, A. One more time for the opening, because I got to admit that I played the opening of this tune wrong for about 3 years when I was a kid. Got corrected by my brother. Not fun. Let's do it again. Ready, and... Yep, looking good. Now we got the next one. Same with the long D. And then we come from the B right up to F and then back to D. Okay, now that F sometimes surprises people, going all the way up to F, but that's what it does. Let's do that long D again. Ready, 2, and... B. D. Okay, one more time with that. Ready, 2, go. Okay, now we got this next phrase. Very similar to the first one, but not quite the same. Long D. We got the A. D. Down we go. And that was my mistake when I was a kid and I learned this tune. I always played that lick to open it as well as playing it there. And that was the mistake that I made for a long time, because I didn't quite catch the little differences. So let's do that third phrase once more. Long D, then the A, then down the scale from D, right the whole thing. Ready, bam. One more time. Ready, 2, and... And then we got the ending, very simple, G, F, G, E, down we go. Let's try that a couple of times there, guys. Ready, 2, and... Let's do it one more time. Ready, 2, and... Okay, and that's the A part. Now, by rights, we should be able to play the whole damn thing. And I'm just going to check in and make sure nobody's having any problems. Anybody having any problems with any bits or pieces of that A part?
That last phrase is straight out of Irish Washerwoman.
Yeah, that's right. There are only stolen tunes, right? There's only 12 notes. I always say that every tune is just a version of Morrison's Jig. That was the only tune that was actually ever written. But anyway. Yes, good point.
I thought it parts to the ladies.
Irish, yeah, there's a bit of that in there too.
Maybe we should learn Morrison's.
Haven't you guys played Morrison's to pieces? No? Oh, okay. We'll get to Morrison's. We'll definitely get to Morrison's. I just assumed that all you guys played Morrison's like there's nothing left of the poor thing. But we'll definitely get at it. There's no problem. I love that tune. It's a great tune. Anyway, okay. Yes?
They're playing it all the time. They just don't know they are.
I suppose so, yes. Okay, guys, let's drill this. The whole A part. Right from one end to the other. There we go. Now I can see everybody and the music. Okay. Ready, 2. second part, geez, without even thinking about it. I was thinking about vaccinations at the time. Okay, let's try her again. A part. I think that went pretty well, though. Okay. Ready, 2. Little faster. One more. Okay, that looked pretty good. Anybody having any problems with any of the A part? Anything at all? Questions or weird things? Hi, Anne-Marie.
Could you just explain what a single cut is? What you mean by that?
Okay, so a single cut is when I go to bring my finger down on that D. So it's when I kind of wait. I'm lazy to do it, first of all. So you hear a little bit more of the A, the pickup note. And then when I bring in my third finger, I let it bounce on the string once. And that interrupts the note that I'm playing once. That's why they call it a single cut, because you're cutting the note once. So it sounds like this. See that little chirp you get there? So I'm not hearing the A string. I'm just hearing the little interruption, the little chirp. It's a handy ornament. It's great for Scottish music. It's got a real nice Scotchy sound, and you can fit it on a quarter note, which is really handy. Okay, that's a single cut. So, and like I said, you can do it from the C, or you can do it from the A, or whatever. You know, you can choose. But you do need a lead-in note. It's you can do it on its own. No, you need to move the bow first. See that if I did it all at once, it doesn't work as well. See what I mean? So that's a single cut. Good question. Any other questions?
So it's like a hammer, right?
Now a hammer-on, I am hammering on the string. That is a fact. But a hammer-on is a guitar term, and it's because they have frets. So they can just put their finger on the string, and it'll hit that fret, and it'll make a note for them without having to pluck it. That's a hammer-on. We don't do that in fiddle.
But would it be the same idea?
It's slightly the same idea, except when guitar players do a hammer-on, they're not letting their finger bounce like we are.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it looks similar, but it's not the same idea.
Oh.
Well, a full cut you do with a bow, right?
The full cut you do with a bow. That's the
Yes,
2/16 notes.
Between them. The full cut you do with the bow, whereas this you're just working your finger.
Yep. This is a left-hand ornament. The cut is a right-hand ornament.
Right.
Yeah. Very good questions, guys. Excellent. I love that type of talk. Okay. Any other bits like that before we try the B part, before we start learning the B part? Okay. So the B part is, again, very repetitive. You guys can see the same phrase there, I'm sure, over and over. Okay, we got to do that quite a few times. Let me see. How many times? 3 times. in the B part. See that? Same exact phrase. And then it's the second phrase changes slightly. See that? For slightly different. And then got this nice low A. And I always play 2 low A's. See that with a little pickup. And then you got your G again. And you do that first phrase again. And then a great big A arpeggio. See that? Okay. Now let's just take that first phrase that we got to repeat 3 times. And let's see if we can get that. So that's the A pickup note. And then we go down the scale from F. Arpeggiate from A. G arpeggio. Okay? So let's try that again. Ready? 2. All right, let's do it again. Same thing. Ready? 2. Let's do it a couple of more times since we have to repeat it 3 times in the tune. A little faster. Ready? 2. One more go. Ready? 2. And then we do the next bit, which is very similar but different. See how that's a scale there, and then we got the, and then the G. So let's practice that middle phrase one more time. So that's the the second bar into the B part. F, D, F, E, D. Ready? 2. A, G, F, E. Let's do it again. Same thing. Ready? 2, go. Last time. Last time. Ready? 2, go. And then you do that same first phrase again. And then you got this A major arpeggio. And then from the G, down we go. And then F to D. Let's do that ending a couple of times there, guys. So we do the little arpeggio, the A major arpeggio. A, C, E, G, down the scale, and then F to D. Let's do that again. Ready, 2, and. One more time. Ready, 2, and. Yeah, okay. So now we're kind of halfway through the B part now. And then it all repeats. The third line is exactly the same as the first line of the B part. And then we got the ending. The ending is so great. So I'd say we should start at the top of the B part and get right through to the ending, and then we'll learn the ending, because I want you to see how all this hangs together, okay? So we're going to start right at the top of the B part, nice and slow. Oh, all right. All right, here we go. Ready, 2. notice the pickup note is different here, eh? The other time you play this lick, it's an E, or sorry, it's a G, but now it's an E. And that's because of this ending. So the ending is really cool. We scale down from F, down from G, down from A, down from B, A to A. So scaly, eh? So scale down from F, down from G, down from A, down from B, A to A, down you go with a little jog. Okay, and that's how the ending works. Let's give that a try, guys. So let's do that E pickup so we can get used to it. On the up bow, an E, and then F down we go. Ready, 2. Okay, that looked lovely. Let's do it again. Same thing from the E. Ready, 2. Little faster. Ready, 2. Oh, looking good, looking good. So, take a little breather, roll out the shoulders for a second, and we're going to try the whole B part. Take a swig of water.
Dan, on my music, I believe it has the same. We have a dotted quarter and then an eighth with a little flag on it in the B part.
Dotted eighth?
Yeah.
That's you see those in the Scottish music, especially in the Sky Collection all the time. It's a suggestion, a rhythmic suggestion. Like, for instance, you ever notice Miss McLeod has some dotted rhythms in there? That's also from the Sky Collection. And it's in case you want to play it in a pointed way, what they call in Scotland a pointed way, So it would be kind of like, oh, whoops. See that? And for the Scottish country dancers, they love that, man. They love that feel. That is like, so that's a rhythmic suggestion. You know what I mean? We can try to get into it, but I like to, when you're learning it, it's good to just kind of straighten it all out. All right? You see those figures all the time, though. It's good to bring that up because it can be confusing. All right, shall we try the whole B part there, guys? Oh, whoops. The A is the pickup note. Ready, 2. Success? That looks successful. Very, very good. One more time. Okay, one more time to be sure. From the A. Ready, and... Success! Oh, that's great. All right. Now, what are the chances there, guys, that we could play it a little faster? Is there a good chance, or, you know, the same chances we have of beating this lockdown in a couple of weeks? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We'll go slightly faster, okay? Slightly faster. Here we go. Ready, two. That was a good looking ending. Great. Okay, so that's the Lord Dreghorns. That's the last tune in the set there. And so next time we'll tuck into the other two, the Miss Mcgregor's and the Drummond Castle, but you'll have a chance to look at it beforehand, which is great. And now, I was going to say we should play the other jigs, but then I forgot about our beautiful Point to Coney that we did last time. So gorgeous. And somebody suggested putting the E major scale up on the YouTube channel, which I was able to do. It's for people to practice the key, because it's a tricky key for sure. It's so sharpy. So why don't we give that a go? Because it's such a beautiful tune. And be a nice way to end off. Is there any questions about Lord Dreghorns? Anything at all? Great. Okay, so we're gonna do beautiful Point to Coney, and before we do that though, I do highly suggest that we play an E major scale to get our hand in the mood for sharps. All right. That's funny. Hand in the mood for sharps. There's 4 sharps in the key of E. Okay, I'm gonna turn my tuner on. Okay, here's your E, guys. Ooh, it's a little sharp, actually. There's a good solid E. Okay, so we're gonna first try just the 1 octave E major scale, and then we'll try the 1.5 octave. Ready? go. Okay, now let's try the one going all the way up to B and all the way down to B. Ready? And... D sharp. Remember D sharp. Remember that bugger of a note. Okay, there it is. Good to practice it because we got to use it in this tune. We got to play that at one point or another there. I'm pretty sure. Let's do that one more time. Octave and a half. Remembering the D sharp. Sorry, I didn't remind you. Okay, here's your E. Ready, go. D sharp. How's everybody feeling about the key of E, Edward? It's terrible. Terrible key. Nice key, but terrible key. Let's try the arpeggio real quick. Okay, let's start with the E. Ready? E. 3, 1. E. 2, 4, 2. E. 1, 3, 1. Let's do that again. Ready, and... All right, everybody getting comfy with the key of E there, eh? All right, so that's enough warm up. Let's do it. Where is she? I gotta label these better. I can't really see them here. Where's my beautiful pointy? Here it is. Oh, okay. I did label it. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. Okay, beautiful pointacone, nice and slow, good intonation, good sound quality, and a bit of a wiggle on the odd long note if you can manage it. Here we go. Ready, and... tongue. All right, how's everybody feeling there about Beautiful Point of Coney? You know, it's one of those tunes, it's not hard, but it's hard. The hardest thing about it would be the key and the intonation. That's what I find myself trepidatious about. Now, I'm doing good. I got my tuner on, and I'm watching it, and I'm doing real good. But that's what makes me the most kind of nervous about pulling on my bow and making the note come out, is worrying about whether I'm in tune or not. That's why I always use the tuner. When I'm at the studio, I just put the tuner on there, keep glancing at it. It helps my bow arm move freer to know that I'm playing in tune. You see what I mean? Yeah. So that would be the biggest challenge. Is there any bits or problems or anything anybody wants to talk about with Beautiful Point of Coney before we try it again? Yes.
The version that I scored, you might want to pass it on to...
I will. That was great, Earl. Thank you very much. Earl wrote the tune out with no slurs, which is kind of cool because the slurs do kind of dominate this particular sheet music because there's a slur on every triplet of the whole tune and all the 4-note slurs and stuff, which I probably wouldn't do. So Earl went ahead and took all the slurs out. So I'll send that out to everybody when we're done. If that helps some people, it might help some people, especially if you want to make your own plan, which is what I encourage. Any other comments or suggestions or questions or problems or complaints? No? Well, that's great. Let's do it again. One more time or 2 more times. But this time with feeling, okay, guys? Okay. Ready and... That was lovely. Okay there, everyone. So next time, now the thing, I going in for surgery on Monday, and so far there's nothing in the way, even the new lockdown, it's still okay. So I'm hoping to be home by Wednesday, and I think I will be. My Jennifer's aunt just got out of shoulder ice for a hernia, and they let her go in 3 days, so I should be okay. But I will keep you posted, and if they don't let me out, then we won't have rehearsal. So I'll just make sure I let you know by Tuesday. I should know by Tuesday for sure, and I'm bringing my computer there so I can email everybody. I don't think I'm going to bring my fiddle though. I think that might be one little step too far, you know?
Why not? I think all the other residents would love it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It all depends on whether you like fiddle music or not. Not me, you know, that's not a no-brainer.
No, Jan, it's okay to take a night off. I mean, you're coming out of surgery. I don't think anybody would...
You know what, Deborah? I like doing this. That's the thing. I got nothing else going except sitting down here in front of the computer playing my fiddle. So if it's possible, I'm going to be here, all right? But again, yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what they let me do, but I'll definitely let you guys know by Tuesday. And if we don't have rehearsal next week, just keep working on those jigs, those new jigs. The videos are up there on YouTube. It's all, and I've got slow, medium, fast versions of each tune and a set, the whole set recorded there. So please go ahead and familiarize yourself. And then the time after that, maybe we can get both tunes in, do the whole set in one shot. It'd be really great. Okay, and we'll keep working on Kieran Torres. That's going to be another bone in my of contention that I want to get that nice and ironed out, that Kieran Torres, okay? And then don't forget our Sailor's Wife jigs either. They're great Scottish jigs, and I kind of forgot about them, so you could look at those too. But anyway, so I'll let you know on Tuesday how it's going to go. And otherwise, that was a great rehearsal, guys. Thanks a million.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks a million.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.